In 1930, an 11-year-old farmer's daughter named Venetia Burney was having breakfast when she read the news about the discovery of a new planet at the edge of our solar system. Without hesitation, she suggested the name Pluto, the god of the underworld in Greek mythology. Surprisingly, her suggestion was accepted and has been used ever since. But did you know that this simple decision by a young girl would spark one of the most controversial debates in astronomy 76 years later? Today, we're going to dive into the hidden secrets and incredible stories behind the order of the planets orbiting our sun. Our solar system, the cosmic home we live in, is way more complex and dynamic than humans imagined for thousands of years. For centuries, we only knew 5 planets visible to the naked eye: Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Each one was named after ancient gods, reflecting the wonder and mystery they sparked. When Galileo first pointed his telescope at the sky in the early 1600s, he kicked off a brand new era of exploration. 2 centuries later, more powerful telescopes revealed Uranus and Neptune, pushing the known boundaries of the solar system even farther. Today, we're going to explore the 8 main planets in order of their distance from the sun. But this journey isn't just about basic facts. We're going to uncover how the order of the planets forms a cosmic recipe that makes life on Earth possible, how a simple mnemonic changed the way generations learned about the solar system, why Pluto's status caused an uproar in the scientific community, and surprising evidence that a 9th planet might still be hiding out there. Get ready for a journey across 4.6 billion years of solar system evolution, and discover how the seemingly simple order of the planets holds the key to understanding our own origins.
Booster ignition and liftoff of Shuttle Endeavour.
Our journey begins with Mercury, the smallest planet and the closest to the Sun, orbiting at an average distance of just 36 million miles. Named after the swift Roman messenger god, Mercury completes one trip around the Sun in just 88 Earth days. But Mercury's proximity to the Sun creates an extreme contrast that's almost unimaginable. On the side facing the Sun, surface temperatures can soar up to 800 degrees, hot enough to melt lead. Yet without an atmosphere to trap the heat, the night side plunges to a freezing 290 degrees. Imagine experiencing a temperature swing of over 1,000 degrees in just a matter of hours during sunrise or sunset. Next up is Venus, often called Earth's twin because of its nearly identical size. But behind Venus's beauty lies a world more like a nightmare. Venus is going through a full-blown runaway greenhouse effect. Its super thick atmosphere, made up of 96% carbon dioxide, traps so much heat that its surface temperature reaches a scorching 890 degrees, even hotter than Mercury, despite being farther from the Sun. The atmospheric pressure is 92 times that of Earth's, like being 3,000 feet underwater. To top it off, it rains sulfuric acid from the clouds, but the droplets evaporate before ever touching the ground. Venus is a cosmic warning, a reminder that a planet so similar to ours can meet a dramatically different fate. It's a lesson in the delicate balance that allows life to thrive on our third rock from the Sun. The third planet, the one we call home, sits at a distance astronomers refer to as the habitable zone. It's not too close to the Sun where water would evaporate, and not too far where everything would freeze solid. Earth is the only known planet to host water in all 3 forms: liquid, solid, and gas, thanks to its ideal location, about 93 million miles from the Sun. But just being in this perfect zone doesn't guarantee safety. Evidence shows Earth has gone through at least 5 mass extinctions, including the one that wiped out the dinosaurs 65 million years ago. Now we head to the 4th planet, Mars, named after the Roman god of war because of its reddish color, reminiscent of blood. Sitting about 142 million miles from the Sun, Mars shares several things in common with Earth. It has a rotation similar to our 24-hour day, a tilted axis that creates seasons, and landscapes that weirdly resemble deserts, polar ice caps, and massive valleys. But Mars carries a haunting mystery. There's strong evidence that billions of years ago, the red planet had a thicker atmosphere and vast liquid oceans, conditions that could have supported life. However, lacking a strong magnetic field to shield its atmosphere, Mars slowly lost it to space under constant bombardment from solar radiation, transforming it from a once watery world into the cold, barren desert we see today. Scientists are still hunting for signs of ancient or even underground microbial and life that may have once thrived there. Mars is a kind of cosmic mirror, showing us an alternate fate Earth could have taken, and reminding us just how rare and precious our own planet truly is. Crossing the asteroid belt that separates the inner and outer planets, we arrive at Jupiter, the giant of our solar system. With a mass 318 times that of Earth, Jupiter is so massive it could hold more than 1/300 Earth-sized planets inside its volume. Named after the king of the gods in Roman mythology, Jupiter plays a crucial role in our survival. Jupiter acts like a gravitational shield for Earth. Its enormous gravitational field pulls in and absorbs many asteroids and comets that could otherwise crash into our planet. In 1994, the world watched in awe as comet Shoemaker-Levy 9 slammed into Jupiter, leaving an impact mark the size of Earth in its atmosphere, a dramatic reminder of Jupiter's protective role. But there's a twist. Jupiter's gravity can also alter the paths of smaller objects, potentially sending them our way. Like a protector that can also pose a threat, Jupiter represents the duality of cosmic forces that shape our existence. Venturing farther, we arrive at Saturn, the sixth planet from the Sun and arguably the most visually stunning, thanks to its iconic ring system. Made up of thousands of individual rings composed of ice, rock, and dust particles, Saturn's rings stretch as far as 175,000 miles from the planet, yet they're only about 30 feet thick on average. Despite its unmatched beauty, Saturn holds mysteries that continue to baffle scientists. At its north pole lies a bizarre, perfectly hexagonal storm that has persisted for decades, a phenomenon that defies simple explanation. Even stranger, recent data suggests that Saturn's famous rings may be much younger than the planet itself and could vanish in about 100 million years, a blink of an eye on the cosmic timescale. Saturn's largest moon, Titan, adds another layer of intrigue. It's the only moon in the solar system with a thick atmosphere, and the only other place we know of, besides Earth, with stable liquid on its surface. But it's not water, it's vast lakes and seas of liquid methane and ethane. This gas giant reminds us that our solar system is still changing, and the cosmic wonders we see today may only be temporary spectacles in the vast history of the universe. Beyond Saturn's orbit, we enter a region of the solar system that humanity has only known for the past 2 centuries. Uranus, discovered in 1781 by William Herschel, was the first planet ever found using a telescope. Located nearly 1.8 billion miles from the Sun, sunlight takes about 2 hours and 40 minutes to reach it. But what truly sets Uranus apart is its extreme tilt. While most planets spin like tops, Uranus is tipped on its side with an axial tilt of nearly 98 degrees. In other words, it rotates horizontally, with its poles sometimes pointed directly at the Sun. This bizarre orientation causes each pole to experience 42 Earth years of continuous sunlight, followed by 42 years of complete darkness. Scientists believe this dramatic tilt may be the result of a catastrophic collision with an Earth-sized object during the chaotic early days of the solar system, a powerful reminder of how violent and unpredictable planetary formation once was. At the outer edge of our major planetary system, Neptune orbits the Sun from a staggering 2.8 billion miles away, where it receives only 1/900th of the sunlight that Earth gets. Through a telescope, it might appear as a faint blue dot, but Neptune hides incredible energy beneath its surface. Despite its distance from the Sun, Neptune hosts the most extreme weather in the entire solar system. Wind speeds in its upper atmosphere can reach 300 miles per hour, nearly supersonic by Earth standards. Scientists still don't fully understand how a planet that gets so little solar energy can generate such violent winds. Even more puzzling is that although Uranus and Neptune have very similar compositions, they appear in drastically different colors. Neptune shines in a deep royal blue, while Uranus looks more like a pale cyan. This suggests that there are still unexplored atmospheric processes at play, reminding us how much we have yet to uncover about these distant neighbors. For 76 years after being named by a young girl named Venetia Burney, Pluto was known as the 9th planet of our solar system. Sitting about 3.7 billion miles from the Sun, Pluto takes a whopping 248 years to complete a single orbit. It's tiny, even smaller than Earth's moon, and its odd, tilted orbit raised questions. But for most of the 20th century, no one really doubted its status as a planet. That all changed in 2005, when astronomer Mike Brown discovered Eris, a distant object beyond Neptune that was thought to be even bigger than Pluto. Soon after, astronomers began finding dozens of similar icy worlds in the Kuiper Belt, forcing the scientific community to finally ask, what actually counts as a planet? In a historic vote in August 2006, the International Astronomical Union established the first modern definition of a planet. To qualify, an object must orbit the Sun, be massive enough to be roughly spherical in hydrostatic equilibrium, have cleared its neighborhood of other debris. It was the third rule that disqualified Pluto. Its orbit crosses Neptune's, and it shares its region with many other Kuiper Belt objects. Unlike the 8 official planets, Pluto doesn't dominate its orbital zone. The decision sparked massive controversy, not just among scientists, but the general public too. Some US states even passed resolutions defending Pluto's planetary status. This debate revealed something deeper: our emotional connection to the solar system and how scientific labels can stir surprisingly human reactions. When the New Horizons spacecraft finally flew by Pluto in 2015, it revealed a world far more complex and alive than anyone had imagined. There were icy mountains rising over 11,000 feet, vast frozen plains of solid nitrogen shaped like a giant heart, and signs of geological activity that may still be ongoing. Ironically, Pluto became even more fascinating after it was no longer officially called a planet. Our solar system isn't just a random collection of space rocks. It's a deeply connected, ever-evolving cosmic neighborhood, where each world plays a part in the grand symphony that made life possible on the third planet from the Sun. If you enjoyed this journey across the solar system, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more space and science content, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for coming along on this cosmic adventure.